Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Zerin here, hoping that you are well at the end of another difficult week filled with terrible headlines coming from Ukraine. Amidst all of this, we are gearing up for Purim, and I find myself wondering, how could we possibly celebrate such a joyful, silly holiday when 4,000 miles away a war is going on? It just doesn't seem right. And yet, the more I thought about this, the more I realized that perhaps the lessons of Purim are exactly what we need right now. Because Purim isn't just about joy and silliness. Think about the mitzvot leading up to and on Purim Day. The day before Purim is traditionally a fast day, so that we not only remember but viscerally feel the fear and anxiety of a people who felt their lives were threatened simply because of their identity. On Purim itself, we are commanded to give matanot la'avyonim, gifts to the poor, so that we do not forget those who are in need, even as we rejoice. And we also give mishloach manot, gifts to any and all, to remind us that we do not know who might be in need and hiding their suffering. And we enjoy a festive meal, ideally with others, because we know that our joy is more complete when we share it, when it spreads forth from us. And finally, we read the Megillah. We tell our story, a story whose central message can be encapsulated in one phrase: v'nahafochu, the opposite happened. This phrase comes from a verse in the Megillah, which says that on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, when the king's command and decree were to be executed, the very day on which the enemies of the Jews had expected to get them, v'nahafochu, the opposite happened, and the Jews got their enemies in their power. This phrase, v'nahafochu, is the origin of the topsy-turvy nature of Purim. On Purim, everything is upside down. Usually this gives way to the silliness of the holiday. But as my friend and colleague Rabbi Sarit Horowitz pointed out, in the Megillah, it really means that the unexpected scenario is what unfolded. The Jewish girl turns into royalty, then becomes the heroine of the story. The Jews, the minority, are triumphant, and a day that would have been one of fasting, mourning, and devastation turned into one of joy and celebration. Purim's message of v'nahafochu, she wrote, gives us hope that in an upside-down, messy world, there can be unlikely outcomes. There can be justice and peace. There can be democracy. The decree of the evil Haman, once born out of senseless hatred, was overturned. Decrees in our day, too, can be overturned. So perhaps Purim is exactly the holiday we need right now. I hope you will join us as we celebrate this week, starting on Sunday with our Purim drive-by, then on Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, and Thursday afternoon with Megillah readings and festive meals. May our Purim celebrations remind us to respond to the suffering of others, help us share our joy, and most importantly, may they remind us that the unexpected and unlikely outcomes are always possible. Perhaps our Purim celebrations will allow us to see a v'nahafochu moment in our own day as well. Shabbat Shalom.